Welcome to Odisha State Open University. In this video lecture, we are going to learn about 2D animation software. We will learn about TUP 2D Magic software for traditional animation, and we will learn Simpix Studio for CGI twin animation with ready-made effects. 2D animation with freehand drawing is the entry gate of animation industry. Every high-end CGI expert today in international studio started their learning from drawing cell animation. We will learn traditional animation in an open source software called TUP 2D Magic. It is free to download from internet. Let's begin. Here we have opened the interface of the software. We have the drawing area in the center. We have the tools here. We have the panel in the right hand side. We have the options at top row and a menu bar. Go to File, New Project. You can give a project name, author, description. Here we can preset our size of animation here. Let's take a normal 480. Traditional animation can be called cell animation or a frame by frame drawing animation. Here the animator has to draw each and every frame on his own to create an animation. Let us start with the rough sketch of a flying bird. Here I draw like this. In the right hand side, we have our exposure sheet. Click on insert frame. Here we can see the previous frame is transparent. This is helpful for drawing our next frame in perfect shape and perfect position. Now you have to repeat the last two steps till completion. Try to draw at least 10 to 12 frames for a smooth animation. Drawing only 4 to 5 frames to animate will not give good result. Now go to the player, click on play. You can change the FPS, that is frames per second, to 12 and play again. Then you can export the file into a video format. Then you can save the main file. In File, Save. This file will help you to edit the animation in future. Now we will practice the tool one by one. Pencil tool. Click and drag on screen. To change the color of line, go to color palette. You have contour here. Click on color to the left of contour and change the color. Now draw on screen. You can change the brush properties here. Draw on screen. Next tool is ink tool. Click and drag on screen. You can change the color in color palette. Draw on screen. You can change the thickness here. Click and drag on screen. Next tool is Polyline. Click on screen here and there for straight line. Click and drag the mouse for smooth and curved lines. Press enter 2 times to complete the polyline. Then we have the rectangle, ellipse and line tool. Click and drag on screen one by one. Go to color palette. Assign a fill color. Click and drag on screen. Next we have object selection. Select any drawn shape. You can change the options as required here. Flips, order, group, node selection. Click on any shape. You can see the green dot. Click on them and move to adjust the shape. Next we have internal fill tool. Choose the fill color. Click on intersected shape. Next we have line tool. Choose a contour color. Click on any line. Next we have twin tool. Position twin, rotation twin, scale twin, shear twin, opacity twin and coloring twin. Now we will practice them one by one. Create a new file. Create a rectangle on screen. Go to position twin. Click on plus symbol 2 times. Select the rectangle. Click on set path properties. Click on an end point of path. Increase the frame to 20. Click and drag on end point to create a smooth curve if required. Click on Save Twin. Go to player. Play. The twin animation is automatically generated. You can try the other twinning option also in the same process. We will learn advanced process of twinning animation in a software called Synfig Studio. Here we open Synfig Studio. This is the interface of Synfig Studio. We have the canvas window, we have the tools, we have the color area, we have the brush size, we have the time track panel, we have the navigator, and we have the layers panel. First we will learn about the tools. Circle tool. Any object created automatically forms a layer. Rectangle tool. Star tool. Polygon tool. Gradient tool. Create a circle. Gradient tool. In gradient option, choose linear, radial, angular, etc. Choose blend method. Click on straight onto. Click and drag on screen over circle. Select circle and gradient in layers. Right click and group. Now we will create a twin animation. Create a rectangle. Go to the keyframe section. Go to the 20th frame. On the animate button, click on add new keyframe. Move, rotate and scale. Play the animation. You can create any drawing or shape and create an animation. Now we will create some effect animation. Let's start with motion blur. Create a new file. Create a rectangle. On the animate button, click on 20th frame. Add keyframe. Right click on rectangle layer, new layer, blurs, motion blur. Change the aperture to 5 fr. Play. Now we will learn to create a simple bone structure and animate using Synfig Studio. Create a hand drawing as shown and save it in PNG format of size 600 by 300 pixels. Open Synfig Studio, File New, Canvas, Canvas properties, change the width to 1200, change the height to 800. File import, choose the image, right click on layer, new layer, distortion, skeleton deformation. Of the skeleton deformation, move the point as shown on the screen. Right click on the end, create child bone, move and place. Right click on the end, create child bone, move and place. On the toggle with handles, scale the brown area to fit with the drawing. on the skeletal deformation. Right click, click on reset pose. Of the toggle with handles. Of the toggle vortex handles. Move to check. Go to 20 frames. Turn on the animate editing mode. Move the joints. Go to 40 frame. Move the joints. Play to check. This is an example of creating bone structure and animation in Simpix Studio. To conclude, in this video lecture, we have learnt about 2D animation softwares. We have learned the process of 2D animation in an animation software. Hope this knowledge will help you to create 2D animations using different softwares. Thank you.